This video is going to reaction to the discussion of Boruto Generation episode 251. The reaction is now going to commence. Yeah, that's the truth about Tikada. Okay, that's interesting, Mitsuki. Kaoki doesn't have any sensing abilities as far as I know. Yeah, Boruto is definitely very affected by this. He's trying to assimilate, understand everything, I guess. What? Yeah, he has some sort of special ability. Thought the ground would shatter. Okay. Okay, this guy is trying to give it his best. But, yeah, he just wants some revenge. Okay, well, this is definitely an important lesson, isn't it, Boruto? Oh, come on, why be realistic? Continue the cycle of revenge. Okay, Chojiru is trying to preserve the future, I get it, but come on. Oh, okay, they're caught. I'm certain. Okay. This girl. Okay. Indeed. Oh, obviously. That's how wars work. Oh, what is it? Wait, what is your goal? To just... Maybe you changed it because you know you're gonna lose? Oh. Okay, Jojo. I don't know whether he's bluffing or not. True. Of course not. Does he? It seems like he doesn't. That's more of his father's thing. Okay, sounds potential. Good. And there we go. Goodwill that could have been built up. Now, will Chojiru kill this guy? Alright, let's. What is the meaning of this indeed? I mean, of course not. It's not about... Oh, relay. Oh, wow. We're fighting with them? Okay, I guess you will not be fighting with them. So, the harpoon... I really want to know the lore of how these weapons actually work. In certain ways, I think some of them are... Actually, they're definitely cooler than some of the 7 ninja swords. Okay, Chojiru's panicking. Wow. Really? That easily broken a magical weapon? That's kind of disappointing. They're not gonna explain how these weapons came to be, right? Oh, I'm sad. Maybe that's the Funato's ability. I mean, I mentioned it. They can summon these weapons? Wow. Okay, guess he's gone. There we go. Yep. His eyes. Was he fine with his father killing his brother? I don't know. I don't think they were close, but this nation. Yeah, he didn't give that impression at all. Wow, he is crying. Wow, they're very devoted, aren't they? What? What's that area? Okay. Boruto is feeling very mixed emotions on everything. What was he doing? I mean, we know what Ikara was doing, obviously enough, but they don't. Well, Kyoku is straightforward. I mean, that... Yeah. Okay, Metal. Sure. Okay, Sarda is trying to do this for Boruto. The question... Okay, we'll see. I can talk about it in discussion. Yeah, Kaoki, yeah, that is how it is. There is a problem with that mentality, though, because realistically speaking, if everyone follows that, then wars are never gonna be over until one side is completely obliterated. Don't back away from him, Sarada. You're stronger than this version of Kaoki. Like, you can crush him. I sorry didn't read that, but come on, Sarada. You're stronger than this version of Kaoki, easily. What's happening? Nice. True. After all, there was a whole arc where you were going after Mitsuki. Obviously, the context is very different here, but still. You wanna convince him. The Toku Jutsu. Come on, Boruto. We'll see how well it's gonna go, but hey, the goal is clear at least. Too bad Konohamaru will never be here. Poor Konohamaru. There we go. I love the teamwork in this version of Team 7. I actually do believe these guys are friends and care about each other. Which, yeah, it's a problem I have when it comes to the last series. Okay, Kaoki is unhappy. Yep, very unhappy. It's getting dark outside, that's unfortunate. Oh wow, they're very angry. Oh! Animation? Whoa! Very good. Oh! The cleanness here! Weird, but the animation was good. Yeah, good work. Oh! Wow, yeah, animation. Oh, cubes! Oh, lightning style. Very good, thank you. Okay, Team 7 goes. Oh, okay. Oh. Good work, thank you. Oh, really, Kyoko? Oi. Okay. What? Come on, they're your friends. I know you're angry about Hibichiku, but you... Camera quality, why are you doing this to me? Okay. I mean, that's logical, but... Wow. Okay. Yeah, they have religious following when it comes to the Funato, clearly. So much so that they're willing to sacrifice almost everyone. Are you gonna use your powers? I'm excited to see what are Ikara's powers. Show water style that's been unseen in the history of this world. Alright. Alright. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. They're not gonna run on the sea, right? It's gonna take them a lot of chakra. Ikada, are you about to do something? It seemed like he was about to do something. Okay, the clash is happening. The war is truly beginning. Well, it always had begun a little already, but yeah, now it truly has begun. And over. Alright, because of the lighting, sadly enough, I'm not gonna have enough time to talk about it as much as I wanted. However, overall I actually enjoyed this episode. I feel like the last 3 episodes have been good. This one definitely continues being the same. Oh, lighting. I really did enjoy... how can I say it? It was a skirmish, I suppose, between Team 10 and Ninja Swordsman. I don't know. I don't know whether they're gonna continue it, but it was animated absolutely gorgeously. That is one of the things that I actually really... I mean, I like it. I don't know why people are complaining about it when it comes to Boruto. I mean, I guess they are complaining about it because they want the animation to be consistent. But it is definitely a Boruto thing where a normal episode is happening, it actually can be even a bad episode, but they decide to up the animation to 1,000 for 10 seconds or something. And I'm sitting here thinking, that's actually very cool. I just really appreciate those moments. I obviously would rather the whole episode being like that, but hey, it is what it is. I just don't understand why other people don't like that, but hey, that's another thing I can talk about in my Boruto video that can be 3 hours and I am still wondering when I can record it. Anyway though, in this one Ikada was definitely showing his resolve, let's say. Same as Chojiro, and obviously Ikada's father, where, yep, the last Funato brother is dead. There is only one child left, and it is Ikada. Now, I do wonder whether the father is gonna lie and say that actually Chojiro killed his brother. Because I wouldn't put it past him. Seems like the father is definitely driven solely by revenge. Hence, I mean, yeah, obviously he would lie. At least I think so. Although I think I'm gonna leave too much credit to that. I feel like Ikada just cared about his sister solely his sister, and that's plenty of motivation. But hey, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're gonna. I mean, actually, Tenma also got killed, and Tenma was there whenever Ikada was still with them, so obviously he would have known Tenma as well. But hey, who knows? We'll see. Point is, Ikada has lost everyone except his father, and also the shipbuilder because he did see the message that was relayed to everyone. Hence, I have a stinging suspicion that he will play a role, whether it's maybe him losing his wife and Ikada changing his mind because of that, or just some help when it comes to the Tokuno Jutsu with Boruto. Who knows? The shipbuilder will play some sort of a role. Now, when it comes to deaths and stuff, yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that better to die as well. Especially since we don't even know his jutsu. That's something I've been kind of disappointed about. I feel like Seren is the only one we've really gotten to see her abilities. And I don't even know whether we've gotten to see everything of them. Which honestly might be better. It depends whether they kill the entire family off. Because, you see, I'm seeing an interesting opportunity now. Especially because Chojiro mentioned it. With, I was going to say Kada. What's the name? I already forgot his name. So sad I actually really liked him. Kagura. Kagura dying. That leaves an open space for the future Mizukage. Now, future Mizukage. Very, very interesting. And when it comes to the Mist Village, we know only the criminals. That's obviously not being Buntan and Kyoho. Kyoho is not becoming the Mizukage. Even he becomes the most powerful ninja in the Seven Swordsmen. He is not a Mizukage material because he is worse than Naruto when it comes to the brain functions. And yeah, that's just very, very much so a big no, let's just say. Sure, I wanted to phrase it in a different way. Anyhow though, Buntan, I suppose it's a possibility, but I just don't want it to be her because we'll see. I feel like it will be her because Shizuna is still out. Clear enough, he's not tied to this arc. So they're gonna push her to be the next Mizukage. I have the sneaking suspicion, especially building up that bond with Sarada. Or maybe if they're building up that bond with Sarada, she could maybe awaken her third Tomoe if Buntan dies. I suppose, but then again, Team 10 is holding them, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Anyway, what I was going with that is, now that certain characters have been removed, an interesting option for next Mizukage would be Ikada. I would love if that is the case, because Ikada is not definitely responsible for the death of Kagura, so Chojiro I feel like would have an easier time accepting him, especially since he's also a child. He clearly enough doesn't have any ninja training, however, obviously enough he has awoken his Funato abilities, and I would love to see what the Funato can really do. And hey, who knows, maybe they are actually Otsutsuki level. We have the faintest of ideas. I highly doubt it. But I feel like it would be hilarious if that's the case. But if they are, then obviously Chojiro wouldn't stand much of a chance. I mean, it depends. It depends. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on a lot of things. I would just want them to be I just want Ikara to be on that level just for the fun of it. And also just because I feel like the 5 Kage. It's been a long time since I felt like any of the 5 Kage, except the Hokage, can help in serious battles. So, I mean, there was the Momoshiki fight. You know, it doesn't matter. Point is, I want the other Kage to be at least comparable to the Hokage, which the next one will probably be Sarada. So, yeah, that's gonna be easy. So I'm hoping that maybe with Ikada having this incredible power, absolutely ridiculous, whatever it may be, and I hope it is absolutely ridiculous, not just something as simple as controlling water, or maybe doing water style jutsus without the hand signs. I feel like that would be cool if that is part of the ability, but I would hope if it isn't the entire thing. Especially because they have foreshadowed that Ikara's body changes in a special way that is different from his siblings, so something cool would be if he has some sort of beast transformation. And yeah, they can also, I think I mentioned that, but they can definitely tie it to Sage Mode, where they have a specific ability that allows them to gather nature energy and transform into some sort of a creature. So yeah, there is a lot of potential when it comes to Ikara's bloodline. Hence, I'm hoping that they are able to convince Ikara to actually join them, and they are absolutely able to go on ahead and make him the next Mizukage, because I feel like that would be fun. Also, it would be interesting to see how Ikara would deal with the fact that obviously he can also do his dream with the boats quite easily. You can be a ninja and do that as well. Plenty of ninja do multiple things, especially in this era. So, I don't think that's a problem. He can do both. But I think it would be especially interesting for many reasons. First, obviously, he's connected to the people that killed Kagura. So Chojiro is gonna have many feelings on that. Obviously, Ikara himself is gonna have a lot of mixed emotions. There's so much potential if Ikara actually does become a good guy, and even more so one that can be the next Mizukage. But hey, that depends on a lot of factors. We need to see how powerful he is first. Also, we definitely need to have an amazingly animated fight between Boruto and Ikada. That is an absolute must for this arc. And also, I really want an amazingly animated fight against the father as well. I want 2 absolutely brilliant animated fights in this arc. One can be much better than the other, it's fine. But I just want 2 fights, because obviously they removed all of the siblings. There have been some cool animation moments, and even in this episode, absolutely good animation moments. But, this arc, in order to truly shine, it needs that insanely ridiculous, amazing animation. I am hoping for it. It can absolutely be done. But hey, we'll see. I don't know how and when this arc is gonna end. They can have this fight continue for 70 episodes. They can have it be 2 episodes. They can have it be a single episode, which I'm kind of afraid of that being the case, but hey, we'll see. But anyway, something else I want to mention, I suppose, is Kaoki being so on the fence. Actually, he's not on the fence. He knows exactly what he wants. He wants to fight, and he just wants to continue and believes that Boruto is an idiot. And in certain ways, he is right. He is completely right. And this is something I've seen other people also talk about, with not wanting Boruto to be the same as Naruto. And I do understand that. However, if there is one aspect that I actually would have... If there is one thing that really would have thrown me off Boruto, really, and except the fact that he's a literal clone of Naruto. The one thing I personally wouldn't accept is if he's complete and utter edgelord, as in he kills his friends, he doesn't care even remotely. Pretty much if they go all the way to the Sasuke route, where he's trying to kill his friends, so on and so forth. I just really don't want that, and I am almost positive that if they're not gonna do it with Boruto, they're definitely not doing it with Sarada or Mitsuki. Anyway, what was going with everything is that if there is one thing that I feel like it's a must for Boruto to inherit from Naruto, is the... I mean, I don't want to just say the power of friendship. That's not the right way to say it. The value of friendship, the value of companionship, working with others, knowing that you've reached the point you have not by yourself. Even the Boruto has definitely... Boruto is a super genius. He has reached the point that he has not by himself, but definitely with his insane abilities, but definitely his insane intellect, just general skill and talent in every area has helped him a lot. However, obvious enough with things like Kakashi teaching him the super compressed Rasengan, Sarada and Mitsuki definitely helping in the deeper fight, and always enough in many other fights. I've mentioned it over and over again. If there is one thing, there is a couple of things. Not many, not as many as I would like, but if there is one thing that Boruto has improved immensely, like, I'm sorry, it's absolutely incomparable in comparison to Naruto Shippuden and Naruto. Yeah, I know what I'm about to say. If there is one, well, there is multiple, but not many. But there is one in particular thing that I feel like this show has improved immensely over its predecessors, or rather, prequels. Sure. It is the connection between Team 7. I mentioned them in the episode, but these three, Mitsuki, Sarada, and Boruto, are actually a team. They really do care about each other. They really actually work together. And they have had many times to actually prove it. And obviously enough, so much so that, I mean, you know what, I'm not gonna talk about it. I can have a whole video, but point is, I really love their teamwork and their ability to stay together. Even, I think like Kawaki definitely showed it well, that Kawaki is an addition to Team 7, but he's not a true part of it, because this episode showed that perfectly well, where he actually disagreed greatly with Boruto, and if Sarada and Mitsuki didn't agree to go with him, have the stinging suspicion that Kawaki wouldn't have tried to help Boruto in any sort of way, because yeah, he obviously not fool enough. And also, Kawaki actually is following the other three from a distance, or I didn't even see him follow them. But anyway, point is, Kawaki does have a very different mindset, which I'm certain is going to lead to some very interesting things in the future. And I wonder whether this is how the arc can actually go, and maybe set up even more conflicts. I'm not certain what's happening in the manga, but something they can do is, I suppose, Kawaki actually killing Ikada. That would be very messed up, but also at the same time, I don't know whether they would be able to do such a thing, because if such a thing happens, I do believe we need an entire arc where Kawaki is dealing with the consequences of that. And by the consequence of that, I mean Boruto being insanely angry, and even Sarada and Mitsuki perhaps. But anyway. Team 10 is held off with the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. That's a way to write them off the story. I assume the 7 Ninja Swordsmen as well. Hopefully they're actually gonna come back and maybe even get a cool fight, because they can definitely give them something. Just fight some random Funato, give them cool animation, that would be nice. Now, Chojiro, they can definitely... I'm repeating myself a lot. But what I'm hoping for, in the ideal of the hopefully the next 5 episodes being absolutely amazing, is they have Team 10 and the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. 2 options for them. They either continue their fight and they show us the entire fight, or the second one, they actually go back to help with the fight against the Funato, and they fight random Funato and give them a cool episode animation, and they introduce a one-off villain that is just gonna be difficult for them. I feel like that's what I want to happen with them. But I have the feeling that it's going to be a third option where we're just not gonna see them again until the end of the arc. But when it comes to the most important things, Chojiro and Team 7, and Kawaki, I guess. Kawaki is part of Team 7, even though I just mentioned that I don't feel like he really is. But yeah, Chojiro, Team 7, Ikada, and the father. He's Araumi, yeah. So, what I'm hoping for is that Araumi and Chojiro duke it out, while Ikada and Team 7 do their own thing. Now, depending on how powerful Ikada is, that could be difficult. But I feel like that would be the best way to do it. Also, depending on how powerful Araumi is, obviously, the Team 7 against Ikada fight can end with the power of friendship. And then all of them can join against Araumi because Chojiru's losing. But in that case, if Chojiru does lose, I do want it to be absolutely incredible when it comes to animation, and I also want it to be kind of deserved because first Chojiru has beaten this guy in the past, so I want an explanation to why he has lost this time. And also I do really want to see how threatening Arumi is because he has been hyped up a lot. He really has been. Same thing as Ikada. I want their abilities to be absolutely ridiculous. I want them to have some insanely unfair abilities. I'm hoping for that. But anyway, we'll see what's gonna happen. I enjoyed the episode, I'm looking forward to the next one. But anyway, I enjoyed the episode. Hope you did too. If you're there, subscribe to my channel there. And I hope you had as much fun as I did.